Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you've been here for the past week, you know I have been doing reviews for the entire 2020 Tenyo Magic product line. Done all of them. They're all uploaded. They're all in their own playlist as well. So you can look up the Tenyo playlist. All the videos will be there. And if you're not already familiar, Tenyo is a magic company. They specialize in like games and puzzles and magic tricks. They were started back in 1953, and the founder of Tenyo started it and named it after his dad because his dad was a magician. And a lot of collectors really love these tricks. They always come out around the holidays as the release for the following year. Sometimes magicians buy them sight unseen because they collect them. They even buy 2 copies of each one because they plan on performing with one, playing with one, and then leaving the other one in the box. If you were to ask some of these Tenyo collectors what some of their favorite tricks have been of the past, they would say that it was Fortune Donut, Dice Tower, Parabox, Fortune Sticks, and 4D Surprise. Every single trick comes on a peg hook box with a molded plastic liner, a full color Tenyo magic catalog, and typed up Japanese instructions. Today we're gonna look at Notable from Hiroki Tanaka. All right, so what is Notable? It's, you know, a play on notable, right? And basically you take out a notepad and you are able to make a drawing on it, and then you make that drawing come to life. I'm actually gonna show you the trailer right now and do something a little different. I'm gonna do a voiceover over the trailer so that I can tell you in play-by-play mode, style, fashion, exactly what is happening. Let's take a look. Notable works with this small black notepad, which, you know, everything's included in this. I think everything's included except the pen. You'll have to provide your own black, thick Sharpie marker. And then you're just gonna draw a crude cartoon of a folded piece of currency, and it will work with any currency, okay, so long as you can draw it. And you're going to show your little drawing to your spectator, and at this point you're going to try to make your drawing a reality by reaching up to the drawing, pinching it, and then pulling it away, and then you can see the actual bill there. There it is, a full real bill, front and back. And it all came from that tiny square. You could do this also with a card, and you can do it with a business card. All right, so that was Notable from Tenyo Magic. All of my magic reviews always use the same format. I always ask the same questions so that you're sure to get factual and honest reviews every single time. And the first question, of course, always is, what do you get? I mean, you're paying the money. What do you get? You open the box, you look at it. What are you going to find? You're obviously getting the notepad, okay? They give you the notepad, and it has a little quick release at the top so that you can take the pages out and reassemble it. And you're going to have to do that because they're going to give you all the accessories needed to make it. Now, it doesn't come with a pre-done currency for American currency, but they will give you the instructions to do American currency. Is it what I thought? I'm going to say not at all. Or I could say I didn't know what to think, but I'm going to say not at all. Because I mean, obviously there's some clues in the video. You're like, well, it has to have this and it has to have this. Sure, I get it. But man, when you watch that trailer, it is like lightning fast. The change happens so fast that you're almost just, like you don't even know what happened, right? So it's kind of like, well, I guess I'll see when it gets here. How are the angles on this? Okay, let's talk about angles. You have to be super fast, really, because you're flashing right in front of the spectator. And that's the trick. Like, the trick is you flash in front of the spectator, but you gotta be so fast and the visual has to be so clean that the spectator doesn't even notice that you flashed. That said, can it be inspected? No, this is a prop that kind of leaves the dirty work still in the prop once it's finished, so no. Okay, so how are the instructions? I did mention that it comes with folded Japanese instructions, right? Okay, but on those, there's a link. It'll take you out to the internet and give you access to a PDF that's 4 pages front and back. The Tenyo instructions are always clear. They're really well written. They always include just tips as well as the secret. So sometimes with the printed instructions, you just get the secret and you're kind of left to your own. But Tenyo's taken the time to work the trick through. They've practiced with it, they've played with it, and then they say, hey, if you're struggling with this, or if you see this happen, do this. Like, read all of the instructions. Don't just steal away the secret, because they've put things in there that they want you to read. And there's really great illustrations so that you can follow along. Is it well made? It is, but you make it. You still have to build it. And the building is the most extensive out of all the other Tenyo products that I've reviewed this time around. Some of them didn't require any building at all. Some of them didn't require any building at all, but this one has the most extensive building arts and crafts of all of them. All right, so how much practice does this require? Good question. Good question. How much practice does this require? Because I already mentioned that you kind of flash in front of the spectator on purpose. Like, that's kind of how the trick goes. You're doing this window change, right? You're doing this flash change, and it's happening so fast. I mean, I would even say that a hot shot cut is a flash in front of the spectator. You're just doing it so fast. The classic pass is a flash in front of the spectator. But you're doing it so quickly, the goal is to make it as invisible as possible, right? Okay, so same thing here. And here's the thing. The instructions are still clear. They are, but I don't know. I must have some sort of reading disorder. I mean, I am partially dyslexic, but I don't think that had anything to do with it. So reading the instructions, I just couldn't figure it out. And I don't know why. Like, I just couldn't figure it out. I struggled the most with these instructions more than anything else. And so here was my workaround, and I'm throwing this out there for you. I put the trailer into a video editing software, and then I slowed the video down as much as I possibly could, and then I watched the trailer again in slow motion. Once I watched it in slow motion, and once I saw him flash, then I was able to see not only what the trick should look like in its completed form, but then also where my hands are supposed to be and the motion that they're trying to describe. Because sometimes video works a little bit better because you can actually show through moving pictures what's happening. But in the written instruction, it was a little hard for them to convey to me what exactly is happening in the motion and in the, when they say put your hand here, do this and this, it was just hard for me to visualize. And so watching the trailer in slow motion helped me out tremendously. How much setup and reset is there? Obviously, it's a load, right? So whatever you pulled out, business card, dollar bill, it has to be put back, and you have to put the pages back the way they were, and then, yeah, you're reset. Positives. All right, so what are the positives to Notable? I think out of all the tricks, even though I said that I had the most frustration with this, I think this one's the most practical. This one's the most practical because it uses real-world objects. It uses real-world objects, and so that makes it the most applicable in the real world. Like, if you're the kind of magician that like, you know what, I just want all my props to look real. These props look real. It's a notepad, and you're pulling out a real dollar bill. So, and it follows a very magical plot line, It's not like 4D cross where you just have these weird yellow sticks and then they magically cross each other. I don't even know what story or pattern you'd create with that. But with a drawing, there's a whole bunch of directions you could go with pattern, as far as like making your dreams come true, making fiction into reality. There's all kinds of ways you could insert dialogue into this trick. So I feel like this one's the most practical, most applicable. Props look the most realistic in the collection. Negatives, I already covered the negatives. I just felt like the instructions were a little confusing for me. This one really needed video instruction for me because I think, the assembly was so extensive, and then the trick is just so different as far as how to do it, but that's just me. I mean, maybe somebody else had a much better experience than I did, but that was just my experience. Is it worth your money? It's $17. $17, and so it's totally worth your money because, again, they give you all the props you need. I think you need a pen. You need a pen. So that's the only thing they don't provide is the pen. Who would like this? People who do walk around, people who do close-up, people who do street magic, and of course, fans and collectors of Tenyo magic. That's everything I can say about Notable. from Tenyo Magic. Of course, I want to thank hocus-pocus.com for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, head on down there and shop around. Check their store out. I'm sure they would love to be your #1 resource for magic tricks on the internet. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.